Guys, welcome back to another video of Always Something Garage. As you can see, we got the full gang with us tonight. So Monday night we're going through Jade's bike. So I guess this is part 2 of the Raptor 250. So I guess a little update. Remember I was saying we really didn't know a plan with the bike. It was either going to be for Jade, my fiance, or it was going to be a flip bike if she didn't like it. Well, hopefully, I wish I had a video of us kind of surprising her with the bike. It was pretty cool, but she loved the bike. We already have plans for color wise. So tonight we're just gonna be tearing the whole bike down apart, and you know, I'm gonna do a whole video of us just taking everything apart because that's pretty simple. But if we come across something crazy or something jerry rigged or broken, you know, we should definitely show you guys what's going on. I'm sure a little bit throughout the video I'll show you guys what kind of color wise what we're thinking, and kind of a little bit of planning. I know we talked about the planning in the first video, but let's get into the video and let's start taking the bike apart. Well guys, a little disclaimer on the video. Sorry, I'm just editing the video right now, but all of the captures and the videos that I got tearing apart the Raptor 250, the audio, something really messed up with my gimbal setup. So I've been reading a bunch of information trying to fix the audio and seeing what's wrong with my camera setup. Been reading something about within the gimbal itself and the Bluetooth connectivity between the iPhone and the gimbal. Something within the software does get weird. So I think our setup is broken. So with that being said, I did go and get the new GoPro 8. It's not the newest, but I think it's like 2 years or a year old. But super happy. So all the garage videos will be shot in the GoPro. And then I also bought the new setup for all the car show stuff, which is from a DSLR and a whole new gimbal setup. So, you know, with the channel, we're going to be slowly upgrading. And that was the first things we were upgrading, the camera stuff. So bear with me with this video. I tried to go into the software and the audio and try to fix it as best as possible. But thanks for listening to me. Sorry you guys have not the best video to watch, but let's get into the video. Well, we're going to get started taking all the parts off, you know, plastics, tires and wheels, gas tank. We're just slowly starting to take stuff off, doing exhaust and working our way towards the motor. You know, just of course a lot of stuff missing, bolts, brackets broken. I mean, just, you know, everything like in the first video that I showed you guys. It's just we're just finding more stuff and new stuff to reorder. But the normal thing when you're buying a used bike, especially a bike that was $1,000 bucks. But going along good. I'll let you guys know if I find anything else. Well, like I showed you guys in the first video, we had that terrible weld where they welded the front bumper to the frame itself. So, as you can see, we couldn't even get the swing arm, both sides, swing arm bolts couldn't even get out. A-arm bolts. Or A-arm bolts, sorry. So, we just took the grinder and started cutting off the welds. Well, we're making some good headway here. Just took the oil cooler lines off. And took that cooler off. That was a mess. The oil is extremely black, which is crazy. So supposedly had all this new motor work done to it, and I guess either they didn't do the motor work or they didn't change the oil when they did the new motor work. So we actually gotten pretty much about 95% out. The last 5% is the motor. So we got everything, all the motor brackets out, bolts, everything's all out of it. We just gotta get some manpower and yank that motor out. And then we just got a bare frame. Well guys, here's the engine. Pretty plain Jane Raptor 250 engine. So as the first video, remember that last clip we showed you guys? There was some bottom end noise. We don't know what it is yet. So I think part 3 of the Raptor 250 build, we will be tearing apart the motor. Go from the top end to the cylinder to the bottom end. And we're gonna see what it is. We think it's you know, maybe a bad crank. Could it be just the piston and the rod maybe it could be messed up. We don't know yet. It's one of those things where you're gonna have to, you know, crack open the cases, take off the head, look in the cylinder, see if the piston's all right. If it looks all right, you know, then we'll have to take the piston out and then look at the crank. And honestly, it's one of those things where it could be a 50-50 draw if, you know, the whole crank's bad. Good thing with these Raptor 250 motors, you know, before I bought the used bike, I was making sure just in case, the worst case scenario, if I had to buy even cases for this motor, you know, I looked at the crank too, piston, rod, everything's pretty cheap, fairly cheap. You know, I'm used to the, you know, the Honda 450 stuff, and it's pretty expensive. But I guess, you know, when you're having a 250 compared to a 450, it's gonna be cheaper. But so yeah, we're gonna, next video you guys will see, we'll be taking apart the whole engine. We'll be seeing what that mystery noise was. Like I said when I showed you guys the oil that we took out, that oil was black as black. I have never seen oil that black before. It's just it's mind-boggling how they said to put all this, you know, engine work done to this. And I guess maybe they didn't change the oil when they did all the work, or maybe they didn't even do the work that they said they did. You know, the risk of buying something used. But we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna tear apart the motor. We're gonna see what's wrong with it. Well, guys, we pretty much finished for the night. As you can see, we got a bare frame. So it may look, you know, okay here from the distance. But bunch of stuff that we found with the frame itself that's wrong with it. Of course, you know, people don't know how to do, you know, mounting the different plastics and stuff like that onto the frame. Some of the threaded little like nutserts into the frame is all stripped out. Of course, there's a couple bolts that are snapped in the frame. We noticed back towards the swing arm and the back engine brackets, there's actually one of the mounts snapped off. You guys can see that. That's a flat piece there, and that's where it you know, it should look like right there, but it snapped off. So that's, I guess, it's gonna be a little work to get that back and perfectly aligned with this one. So that's the one thing in the back side. Then towards the front, so remember in the first video I showed you all this crazy weld action with the front grab bar. So you know, just looking at it with the front grab bar and everything else on it, didn't look like nothing was wrong with it. But really looking at it, this whole piece is bent, front tube in the frame. So let's see if I can show you guys. Is that, you know, look, it's a whole different bend to it. So it's pushed in right at that, right where they welded it. So I'll see if I can show you this. You can see the little pinch mark right here. So the tube is actually pinched. So with it being pinched, it kind of messed with the steering stem bracket, and so it kind of out of center. So we'll have to see if we can fix that. Either we can heat up this tube and bend it back and make it parallel with the other tube. So keep everything true again. But other than that, we got the frame, you know. We're going to start with a gusset kit for this 250. They're going to go with Texterra Tech. So I think the kit's $130. So it's all a do-it-yourself thing. So if you don't know what a gusset kit is, puts these little plates here. Strengthen up the frame quite a bit. As you read online, these frames are not that sturdy. So a lot of people crack them and bend them. So we'll do that, get it sturdy again. We'll sandblast it, and then we'll get it prepped for powder coating. So guys, that'll be the end of this video. We got a lot of work done. I think it took an hour and a half to get the bike from pretty much a full bike down to the bare frame and the motor out of the frame. So shout out to my dad, of course, and Brad for coming out. Pretty cool for us three to, you know, get it all done. We did well. So like I said from the first video, hope you guys, if you haven't seen that video, make sure you guys go out and check out that video. We kind of, you know, showed you what we bought, $1,000 2008 Raptor 250. We kind of pretty much went over the whole bike and the plans, the future plans. So like I said in the first video, it was either going to be for Jade or it was going to be, you know, a flip bike. But like I said earlier, Jade loves this bike. So we're gonna make it her bike. Of course, powder coated everything. You know, with the motor issues, we're going to, you know, replace everything and make it brand new again, and it's gonna run great. Color wise, I think we're good. I think with an illusion purple. I don't know if you guys are, you know, into the bike scene, or into, you know, cross country or woods racing ATVs. Cole Richardson's Purple Rain YFZ 450 has a sick, like, purple frame bike. So it's gonna not be mimicked that bike, but I do love the color of that frame. And on Prismatic, it's called, at least the purple that looks like it's called Illusion Purple. So I think we're gonna go with that. And then Jade said she wanted a teal. So I don't think they made an Illusion teal. So we'll have to be creative and find a teal that pops out. I've seen a couple already on Prismatic that had a little sparkle to it. Had some metallic flake in it, but also had that kind of that shimmer shine as the Illusion powders have. So I'm gonna see if I can, you know, get one of those samples and see what it looks like. So it's gonna be a very interesting bike, being a purple frame, and then A-arm and swing arm possibly being that, you know, that translucent teal. So we'll see how it looks. I mean, either way, I mean, this bike is going to be brand new, you know, top to bottom. It's still going to look good no matter what the colors are. I'm going to get new plastics for it. It's going to be white. You know, it's going to look like a girl bike, and that's perfectly fine. It's going to be Jade's bike, and she's going to love it. And I'm super happy, you know, she can finally have her own bike. Just like, you know, throughout my life, I've had many bikes, and they were my own. You know, I decided the colors and the whole build, what it was going to be. Of course, my dad had a lot to say in the mechanical parts and stuff and how it rode. But all the aesthetics, I picked everything. I picked the colors and everything and the graphics. And Jay's going to have that chance to do that for herself, and that's going to be super cool. And it's going to be amazing to watch her, you know, fully explore that side of the creativity with the ATVs and make her own. So like I said, that'll be the end of this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed us three tearing the whole bike apart. Sorry there wasn't many clips of us tearing apart. Just we wanted to get it done. You know, it's a Monday night, so we got it all done. So next video, like I said, we'll be tearing down the whole motor, seeing what that bottom end noise was. So like I said, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure you guys go down, hit the like and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content, and we'll see you guys in the next one.